It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's right, folks. We're Blackburn Rovers, still top the full table and the championship. And next up for us, it is a tricky task of Bristol City. That's right, folks, back once again with another prick show. That's right, folks, back once again with another match preview. This time looking forward to Blackburn Rovers' latest championship match, away days against Bristol City, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, stop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing, and smash the old subscribe button to keep your bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, world football related. We got it all here. Under one Christmas tree. That's right, we've got it all here, babies. Under one roof, of course. Yes, Rovers come into this on the back of that nervy 2-2 draw against Brentford on the weekend, as we ended the match with 10 men, of course. But a big result in the bloody end, of course. Can we extend our unbeaten run into another match? Well, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, one big shout out to the patrons working behind the scenes. I do appreciate your support, brothers. I really do. It does put a big smile on my face. It does kick this channel on to a bloody another level. So let's get into it, of course. And again, if you are interested to become the latest member of that Broverhood, there is a link down below, patreon.com/RoverSeas. So here we bloody well go. Let's take a little look at it then, shall we? Of course, the match itself is between Bristol City up against Blackburn Rovers. Of course. This I don't know. Is there going to be stadium fans in the stadium? I don't know. I've only been kept up with the Joneses on that. I know Rovers can't have fans in the stand. But of course, Dean Holden is your manager these days for Bristol City. And usually on any other given day, the venue of this one, Ashton Gate, aka Thrashton Gate, would hold 27,000 fans. Of course, last time out and the championship, Bristol City finishing 12th. They're going to try and do better than this time around, as they're knocking on the door. They've been in there or thereabouts so far this season, in and amongst that top 6, but they're kind of falling off the wayside a little bit. But of course, up against the Rovers team, also with similar ambitions. So let's get into it. Take a look at this one then. Of course, let's take place right here. Oh yes, at Thrashton Gate. And again, if you are a Bristol City fan, let me know in the comment section down below if fans are allowed, because I don't know what tier you guys fall in, if you're in the good tier, the bad tier, or the shitty tier like Rovers are in, of course. But yeah, it does take place right here, right now. Of course, let's take a look at the statistics for this game heading into it. Of course, these two sides playing each other. This is the 17th match all season. Rovers still banging on about 2 goals a game compared to 1 for Bristol City. On average, Rovers picking up 15 shots to a game, 10 for Bristol City. 2 yellow cards as well, up to boot on average as well. 0 red cards to boot, but Rovers do come into this with the back of a red card. Picking up around about average on 5 corners to their 4, 13 fouls to their 10, beating them in the air with possession and pass success rate on a average. You got to bear that in mind. Average. Take a look at the goals then. On average, Rovers, well, not on average, on total goals score 31 for Rovers, 19 for Bristol City, 22 from open play, 2 set pieces, 4 counter attacks, and 3 penalties. That's the Rovers numbers. As for Bristol City, 16 from open play, 2 set pieces, 1 penalty, 0 own goals apiece. On average, 14.9 shots a game. That's some breakdowns of those numbers there that we did cover in the left hand side. That's goals scored, goals conceded. Rovers coming into this on average conceding 19 goals apiece, the 2 sides here. 13 through open play for Rovers, 2 set pieces, 1 counter attack, 2 penalties, and 1 big fat OG. On the flip side, goals conceded by Bristol City, 16 through open play, 2 set pieces, just the 1 penalty, and no own goals or counter attacks. Could this be the day? And as you can see, on average, receiving on average 12.6 shots a game. Is that correct? Did I look at that right? I think it is right. So that's that. And then on average, 9% conversion rate for the opposition, 12% for the hosts on this one. How about some shots and figures and stats and numbers coming into this? Of course, on average, let's take a close look at this. I'm trying to look at this in the right with the bottom left-hand graphic here. Possession-wise, Bristol City coming into this 44% of the time the ball is in the middle third, 26% is in the opposition third. That's their attacking avenue, 30% for the defensive third. As for Rovers, it's kind of similar sort of figures, really. 42% within the middle, 29% in the attacking the opposition area, and 30% the defending, basically. As for attacking avenues, 38% of all attacking avenues coming down the left-hand side for Bristol City, 36 down the right and 26 down the middle. Rovers similar, but on the opposite side, so it could be left against right for these two sides. That's 38% of all of our attacking avenues coming down the right-hand side, 25% down the middle, and 37 down your throat. No, not really, down your left. As for the shots, of course, 58% of all Rovers shots in the 18-yard box compared to 55 for Bristol City. Bristol City also got 14% within the 6-yard box and 31% long-range bad boys, so they're likely to be in a bit scrappy sort of area. So Rovers need to be on their very, very best. As for Rovers, 4% in the scrappy Bradley Dacarino area, 38% with the Adam Armstrong area. So long range bad boys are on the cards. As for shot direction, 69% down your throat. That's for Bristol City coming our way. 19 down the left, 13 down the right. As for Rovers, 63 down the middle, 16 down the right, 21 down the left. Again, Adam Armstrong effect like that. Of course, that's some of the numbers there for you. Let's take a look at some of the key stats heading into this. Of course, Naki Wells is your top goal scorer for Bristol City. Patterson's got 4, and Chris Martin, of course, goal scoring turd head himself. Wyman as well up there with 2 goals. As for your yellows, Patterson's got 3, Martin's got 2, Hunt's got 2, and Wells has 2. No red cards to boot for Bristol City. As for Rovers, though, they're coming to this with Armstrong 15 goals to boot. Bradley Johnson, Gallagher, and Brereton have got 3 so far. As for yellows, Johnson picked up a yellow, a cheeky one on the weekend against Brentford. Lennon's got 4, Rothwell's got 4, and Tribal has 3. And Lennon will miss this game regardless of any appeals or anything like that. Is it straight red? I don't bloody know. But anyway, he will miss this one. Let's take a look at my starting lineups. Usually I'll pick the team and we'll construct it, but we haven't got time for that really. So apparently between Six to Silva at left back, I think Callas, Viner, and Matapar. Maybe those two might flip flop because Viner I think is traditionally at right back. Hold me if I'm wrong. Brunt, O'Dowd and Nagy in midfield. Kind of, Brunt, of course, a veteran, experienced sort of player. Been there, seen it, done it. He's got a bit of a rocket on his feet as well. He can shoot from distance. O'Dowd as well, creative little player as well. Playing more defensively, you would imagine. Then you got Chris Martin, Semeno, and Naki Wells up top. Goals up there. There is goals up there. There's goals in this team, and there's a defensive structure as well in this team as well. So it's going to be difficult opposition at the away days for Rovers, but. So let's take a look at the opposition. That is, of course, the mighty blue and white. It's Blackburn Rovers going down to Thrashton Gate. We've got a bit of a defensive crisis heading into this. Losing Lennon with a suspension, Wharton with an injury. Derek Williams is suspect. We don't know what about him. Douglas is sick note. We don't know about him either. So I've gone with this. Then this is questionable. We could be Kaminsky. I think he will remain. No questions asked there. Amari Bell probably a left back. If Douglas is fit, he gets the nod for me. Douglas will get in there. But again, you might just want to keep a hold of him till Norwich because I think his set piece ability for that game would be massive. Williams is the question mark. He's been out injured. Is he ready though? Is he ready to come into this? If he is, he plays. If he isn't, there's a spot vacant there. Ayala at centre back will replace the Royals Royce of defence right there, and then we have Nyambi at right back again. And again, if no Williams, I suspect Nyambi to come in at centre back alongside Ayala and have Bell, Ayala, Nyambi, and then Buckley did an okay job at right back, to be honest with you. I think he did okay, but you might see a youngster like Hayden Carter come in there, Pike maybe, who's been rumoured about knocking about as well. So that's your back 4 with questions. Then you're into midfield. Rod Johnson should start. Of course, he's doing good. He's showing why I want him in this team. He's a boss man. He can wear the captain's armbag for this match, I think. Rothwell will start as well, and guess what? Hopefully, we'll get a full 90 minutes out of him. Of course, he picked up a cheeky yellow, which kind of limited Mowbray's options. So again, and he is key. He is massive for us moving forward. Holtby as well. If he's fit and ready to go, he should start. So we've got creativity, Holtby, and Joe Rothwell with his energy, and Johnson to grind out. Up top though, we're a little bit light in numbers with experienced heads, but Armstrong will play. Gallagher will also play alongside Man Elliott as well, with Tyree Stoll and Chappers on the bench. No sign for Dak just yet. I think we're about 10 days shy. I'm hoping if it is 10 days shy, it'll be closer to the Boxing Day fixture, which is when he picked up the injury. So it'll be a year out. Goodness gracious me, and hopefully he comes back and decides to rip up the championship and give us that extra bit of juice up top. Let's take a look at the form heading into this. Bristol City, not the greatest. Just 1 win, 2 wins at the past 5. Just one, two defeats at the past 5 and 2 wins at the past 5 as well. So, hokey dokey kind of form. We just don't know what you're going to get. A draw in there as well against Watford. Of course, their home form is 1-1, lost 1, drew 1 as well. As for Rovers coming into this unbeaten, I think 7, looking for number 8. Winning 3 out of the past 4, ain't too shabby as well either. Our away form is okay, beating Preston, drawing Luton, and drawing Brentford. You know what, I would honestly take a point out of this one if I'm offered it at the grand scheme of things, but I think we've got something in the tank here. We do come into this as the form table, top of the form table as it stands. We've got 14 out of possible 18 points. Bournemouth and Stoke not too far away either, with Norwich not too far away. As for Bristol City, they are in 8th spot. They're doing okay. They're not not brilliant. They're not ripping us apart like they were at the start of the season. So, this is there for the taking. As for the home form, coming into this, Bristol City, though, are in 21st spot in the form table. That's nearly relegation spotter right there. As for Rovers' home form, we're 12th, but it doesn't really matter. We're not playing at home. We want to look at our away form, which I'll tell you in a minute. This is the home versus away form here. Bristol City coming to this 1 win at the past 6 in all competitions. That was against Derby, of course, a couple games back. So, yeah, they're there for the taking. They are there for the taking. As for Rovers, 1 defeat the past 5. That was against Swansea, and it was a bit of an embarrassment, of course, as well. Rovers doing their best against 10 men, so maybe we'll have one of those days. And again, you can catch exclusive coverage on the channel. Of course, we'll have a watch along for this one. Bristol City up against Rovers. We may even have a guest on the show as well. As for the away form, this is what you're looking at. Rovers coming to us in 9th. Not great, but mid-table. As for Bristol City, again, we're not really focused on their 5th. If we play them away, I think we're more nervous or cautious for this one. But again, are there fans in the stands? I don't know. Or maybe I can confirm that with you in a minute. I'll have a look and see because I think they played home last time out. Of course, heading into this, let's take a look at the last encounters between the last 6. Sees 3 wins for Bristol City, 2 for Rovers, and 1 bloody draw. That is right. Let me have a closer look at this then, shall we? Of course, heading into this bad boy. Yes, so last time out, of course, with a 3-1 win at Ewood. Corey Evans on the score sheet. He doesn't score many, folks. Tosin Adebayo as well. He doesn't score many, either. And Adam Armstrong as well. Jimmy Patson on the score sheet for Bristol City. Last time out at Thrashton Gate. Well, Thrashton Gate no more. It was a 2-0 win for Rovers as Bradley Johnson and Adam Armstrong scored on the day there. Then a couple of seasons ago, it was a back-to-back wins for Bristol City. So they'll be fancying their chances heading into this. So, yeah, the recent bit of form is going in favour of Rovers, back-to-back wins for them. If you want to take a look at the last 6 at Thrashton Gate, it's 3 wins for Rovers, 2 for Bristol. And like I said, we won last time around. Before that, it was back-to-back wins for Bristol City. But before that, it was 2 wins on the spin for Rovers, of course, including ones where Nuno Gomez on the score sheet, Ruben Machina, of course, Scotty down in a 5-3 win against Bristol City back in the day. That's that. I'll take a close look at Mowbray's record. Mowbray's record against Bristol City is okay. He's managed against them 14 times, not just with Rovers, across his managerial career, winning 5 of them, losing 5 of them, and drawing 4. The referee for this match will be Stephen Martin. He's actually managed, not managed, he's refereed 8 matches this season, dishing out 14 yellows. No red cards today, or to boot. So that is interesting. Has he got the calibre? Has he got let's see if he's got a record against Rovers. His record against Rovers, he's managed against 12 times, or managed, when I say managed, I mean refereed. And of those 12 matches, he's yet to dish out a red card for any of the teams, the home team or the away side, of course. Last time he refereed again in a Rovers match was the Preston North End Rovers game back at last season at Deepdale. So yes, that's some referee stats. I don't usually give you those out. That's a little bit of a Brucey bonus. Heading into this one then, shall we? Let's take a closer look at what else we can expect on the day. In fact, heading into this bad boy, let's take a closer look at the matches that the teams will head into after this one. Of course, Bristol City will take on Rotherham on the road, then it's a home game against Millwall before we enter the real Christmas crunch here against Preston North End on the road. Wycombe Wanderers at home before they back at on the rainy days against Luton Town down at Kenilworth Road. Rovers got a difficult one again. They're in a bit of a difficult stretch at the moment, taking on Norwich City at home. It's there for the taking, of course. Rotherham are also not too far away either. And then we've got Stoke, and then just before Christmas, and then on Boxing Day it's a difficult encounter against Pulis' boys. Then it's Huddersfield Town on the road. So we've got 2 really shitty games, I would say, Norwich and Stoke on the horizon, and then there's 3 definitely winnable games. So if we can continue the form heading into this, then you know what, we've got something in the locker on this one. So anyway, yeah, of course, heading into this, let's take a little look at what Digicast thinks about this one. Digicast, what do you got for this one? Bristol City up against Rovers. Show me the money. What's been going on the BRFCS.com forum? Let's take a little look at it, shall we? Of course, forever vocal over on here. Darren Rover kicked us all off saying, next up is Bristol City at Thrashton Gate. Can the Rovers extend their unbeaten streak in another tough encounter? We've played pretty well there in recent seasons, and if on the front, there's no reason why we can't come away with 3 points. Our defensive lineup should prove interesting to say the least. I haven't looked at other teams' fixtures this week, but theoretically, if we follow a win here by beating Norwich on Saturday, we could be on top on Saturday night. Unlikely, I know, but time for a nosebleed, he does. Ulrich said, said this. I'm very, very much looking forward to this match as Brentford. We should be confident. After Brentford, we should be confident. Miami should slot in alongside Ayala if Williams is fit. If Williams is not fit, I see a little point in risking our Irishman as he's injury prone, and we need him for the December games. Result-wise, I'm going for a win for Rovers and finally to take our place in the top 6. That's brave from Ulrich. Paul Marnie says this. The key here for us is to see who is fit and who isn't. I can see maybe Dolan and Holtby coming in for Elliott and Johnson to have a rest. I don't think so. I'm not sure on the Douglas knock, but hopefully he's fit. Otherwise, I'm just looking like Nyambe, Ayala, Williams and Bell. The first 3 would arguably be a lot of fans' first choices considering the brilliant form of Williams and inconsistency of Darragh Lenihan. So let's go there and get them beat. Come on, you Blues, he says. Tom Phil said this. Is getting to the point Williams is better than Lenihan, although I've always felt we are still another proper centre-half short. I agree. Another tough game, but with Rovers these days, it's all about how we set up and the approach. It's always better when we focus seems to be on us rather than the opposition. Get out and meet them head on again, and with 11 on the pitch and hopefully the other side having the same instead of an extra man in black, we should get something. He's got with a 2-2, so it's not bad prick on this one. Udders felt blue. If Williams is fit, which is unlikely given that fact he hasn't featured for some time, he should play. Nyambe can stay at right back, a position that we are fastly running out of options. I can see Mowbray bringing in an under-23 player, but you never know. Mark BRFC said this. I noticed that Dan Pike from the under-23 squad has been given a squad number over the weekend, so you just don't know. Hate to be negative considering the recent results and the fight the lads have shown over the last week or so, but you have to wonder if this one will be a game too far for us with the injuries piling up. We're going to kick on forward, maybe down to the back end here. We're going to go Joey Bignose. He's got injuries, a massive issue. If Williams is fit, I would go Kiminski, Nyambe, Ayala, Douglas and Williams, Holtby, Johnson, Rothwell, Gallagher, Armstrong and Dolan. I think Elliott struggled in the false 9 role. Yeah, maybe he did. But to be honest with you, any of Pike, Bell, Elliott, Tribal, Davenport, Buckley could start. Will come down to who's fittest. Bracing myself for another injury to Ayala and or Nyambe, then we will really be up shit creek. Okay, any more? What about 1864 Rover? Another difficult game on paper. Rovers will be on a high after Saturdays. It was a fabulous point to take in the circumstances. Bristol are a dangerous side, but also a team at times as a disorganised rabble. Inconsistent at times. Rovers will have more time and space. Just need to be patient. We'll gladly take a point, but 3 will be a fabulous return. And we'll end it with this monstrous one here by Bluebird. This would be the game in our run I'd be disappointed not to get 3 points with. And let's be honest, Bristol aren't that good. Like us previously, they've seemed to bottle it a lot when they're near playoffs, and their squad isn't that great. So a win should be on the cards. Certainly if we want to get promoted, it's the type of game we should be winning. Of course, put on paper, our paper-thin defence is the big issue. I do wonder, is there any out-of-contract centre-backs who may be worth a punt? We look desperately short across the back line for those all championing Williams, and I admit he has had some good games of late. He's an inconsistent chap, even at centre-back, and has some poor games, as well as some excellent ones. I'll talk more about him in a minute. I'm worried about just how long it will take for us to get up to speed with another injury. Just look at the difference between Ayala at the weekend and on Wednesday. As for fullbacks, Bell isn't that great at all, so if Douglas is not fit, I would be tempted to slot Downing there, and if there's no Nyambe, I have no idea who's best for right back. A tallest dwarf situation if there ever was one. The hope is our attacking prowess is enough to see off Bristol. They have problems too, and confidence must be sky high at Rovers after the last few weeks, so it won't be easy given the situation, but we should get the win. This is, of course, the Derek Williams derby, of course, so we got to underestimate that. He did, of course, leave them to join us. And he'll fancy his chances to get in amongst the starting lineup if that was the case. Again, if you want to check out the full disclosure on the brfcs.com, check it out down below. But of course, he has some players that play for both Blackburn Rovers and Bristol City. John Stead, of course, Derek Williams, we always talk about. Jason Roberts, of course, pick of the bunch. Casey Palmer, I think, is he a Bristol City man now? I don't know. Ben Gladwin, of course. Who else do we have there? Craig Cunningham featured as well. Andy Cole as well. And then the other ones are Elliott Bennett, another Elliott Bennett derby. So picking your bunches in there. I would have probably gone with Jason Roberts. Of course, he did wonders for us. Of course, Derek Williams has done okay as well. But that's just some of the pick of the bunches, of course. What else is going out across the championship? Let's take a look at it, shall we? Of course, these are your top 5s across some various categories. Rovers are featuring in a few of them. We have the 3rd best possession side at the moment behind Huddersfield and Norwich. Bournemouth and Brentford are not too far away either. As for the most aggressive side, Blackburn Rovers are up there now. Sheffield Wednesday are there at the top of the pops. We're actually in all the categories, which is okay and not so okay. Aggressive wise, Sheffield Wednesday are your best or your worst. 28 yellows, 5 reds. Rovers up there into the top 5. Aero Duels 1, Rovers into the top 5 there, 52.7%. Aero Duels 1, Cardiff are tops. That one 59.2. Shots per game, Rovers are in second on this one behind Norwich, 16.3 shots per game, 14.9 for Rovers. Bournemouth, Brentford and Cardiff make up your power 5. Pass accuracy accuracy. Norwich lead the charge on this one. Reading, Huddersfield, Brentford on this one, and Blackburn Rovers 79.3% as well. Of course, we took a little bit of a hit on a lot of these with the 10-man negative on Saturday, so hopefully we can claw our way back up into the better pass accuracy and possession-wise this match. Of course, heading into the weekend or the midweek, we have a whole fixture list of games. Swansea against Bournemouth, Millwall against QPR, Huddersfield against Sheffield, bloody Wednesday, Stoke against Cardiff, Coventry against Luton, Watford against Rotherham as well. Into Wednesday's game, we're Preston against Middlesbrough, Norwich against Nottingham Forest, the battle of the ends, Brentford against Derby, Barnsley against Wickham, and Reading against Birmingham. But the game of the week really is at Griffin Park, as at Thrashton Gate, is Bristol City up against Rovers. Of course, this is the table as it stands. Norwich lead the charge by 1 point over Bournemouth. Reading, Swansea, Stoke, and Brentford make up your power 6. Down the foot of the table, Wednesday, Derby, and Wickham going down as of right now. Rovers in 9th, Bristol City are in 8th. And when for either side, they should enter the playoffs, of course. Your top goal scorers at the moment is Adam Armstrong, level on goals with Ivan Toney, of course. Had to play a bit of a negative on Saturday, so we couldn't really see him as full potential. Lucas Jaldo's in 3rd spot, not too far away either. They were put Kiefer Moore, Pookie, Io, Campbell, Sinclair, Solanke, and Pedro. Down the foot of the table, Elise Tofolio, so this is the assists. Elise Tofolio, Mbembo, Campbell, and Bella are your top 5 assist makers as of right now. And that's that. I think that's all I've got for you today, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. And if you're new, bang the old subscribe button and keep your banging today with all things Blackburn Rovers later, Championship later. Woo! Football related! We got it all here. Under one roof skin. Again, we'll have a watch along for this one on Wednesday, so make sure you come back for that one nice and early. As the best way to do that is smash the subscribe and smash the little bell so you don't miss a beat whenever I go live. That's it, of course. Be sure to give the video some love, and again, get your predictions in the comment section down below, and also check out the links down below as well. We've got links to my Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon if you want to become the latest member of the Broverhood. That's the best place to do it. Check it all out, patreon.com/Roverseeds. That's it. I'm out. I'll see you all Wednesday for this one. Can we get into the top 6? Let's wait and find out.